dear twins, each person you meet and each being you perceive is a joy and a miracle whole beyond measure. And our stories are ours to tell and to live. And our dreams are ours to interpret. And it's not for us to try to understand or predict or be even overly curious about anyone else's progression or lack of progression or way of their gait, as I spoke of in the video a couple of days ago, their way of moving and choosing and perceiving. And I've been up since 4:44 probably, thinking and getting all this I want to share with you, and I hope I'm speaking loudly enough because I'm still trying to be a little quiet. So that if you think of time not as a line or even a spiral, but as a field, then we have no reason to rush toward anything or to expect anything to rush toward us. Not that we can't or it won't, but if it's a field, it allows each moment to, if you consider it as a field, it allows your consciousness to kind of soak into each moment as it coalesces, and then let it go as it dissolves, and to really be listening. I have for the new moon, I got this card of healing for everyone, and I was going to do Libra's next, but instead I'm doing the twin flame one next, and I wanted to share with you that in hoping to understand or witness anyone, just to relinquish this sort of trying, this this attempting, or because I pulled this one the weekend of a healing new moon, and it's also I also pulled from this deck, I pulled the one shell, which is listening. And it's in the allowing ourselves to fall fully into alignment with the present that that we're able to witness and perceive each being with love. Also, our love is ours to give and to inhabit. There were more things I wanted to say, but they're not coming to me right at this moment. But as we are in this chromatic field, there's no reason to doubt either. Your body knows. Your spirit knows. You can trust in others as deeply as you trust in yourself. Okay, I'm going to pull some cards now for the new moon, for the twin flames. And sometimes I worry about, what term am I giving to what? Does this still make sense? Is this a term that is doing the job that we hope for terms to do? To describe something. And I figure, you know what? It's one of the archetypes. If I'm going along and I'm doing videos for each sign, then I can do one for twin flames in the same way. It's maybe a newer phrase, but all of the archetypes and definitions and words and structures that we've used to hold our experiences are shifting now, and they're shifting, they're dissolving. They're not. It's not that we won't be carried. We will be carried, but it's an expansive field. It's an expansive field in the way that we think of words and define words, in the ways that we think of archetypes and live as archetypes is shifting, because we are allowing ourselves and each other to be more whole, more truly aligned. I think I woke someone up with this reading. I'm sorry. I'll try to be more quiet. So first we have connecting to the possibilities in the field right now at this new moon. This is some support from our ancestors who are radiant with faith and trust and protection toward us as they see what we're doing here on earth. And I also wanted to say, I remembered another thing I wanted to say, which is that it simply doesn't make sense, no judgment. It doesn't make sense to feel either that, to seek validation in any other being. Because that is one of the things that can create this outer definition that doesn't really fit with your inner life and your true expression. And then also to not sit in judgment of anyone or buy into any, assumptions of what you know and what they know, because everyone really is absolutely full of knowledge at every moment. A newborn baby, dewy from the other world, a person old and maybe making no sense and dying and husked and having used up all of their life force in this body, moving. There's no one with more knowledge of life on earth as a person at that point. Everyone goes through in different pathways, inside different bodies, inside different experiences that those bodies have. And we think of language, we make language as a way to try to share our experiences and to share love and solace and story and idea, metaphor. But we needn't be overly beholden to it. Okay, our ancestors have the Six of Swords. It's a moving into. They carry us. The other day I did a whole video on Six of Swords. I was feeling such Six of Swords energy. Where did I put that? I think it's on YouTube because it's pretty long. Maybe 3 days ago. I think it was, I forget what I titled it. I'll try to put it in the description box. But they are carrying us through this great time of change, this herald time of expansion and change. And then the human, the societal, the collective energies available to support us at this time. I'm hurrying a little bit because I don't know how much time my phone will allow me to record, and I also have to go to work in a little while. Okay. I'm just going to actually take the top. Okay. Clarity. Society is offering us a pretty stark clarities as we try to rescind all of these hierarchies and release all this binary thinking as well. I think that's one thing that ends up restricting us. It's